Well, this is a fun one. We've got Rex Burkhead, running back for the Houston Texans, doing a Drew's Dozen. And Rex, let's begin back in Plano, Texas, where you played your high school ball. You played it really well. But before we talk football, you won a state title as a freshman on the basketball team. What position were you? What's your hoops background? How much do you love the game?
Yeah, love the game. It was one of my first loves. Grew up around the era of the first Space Jam coming out. So, I had a lot of basketball desire in my heart. So, but yeah, we had a great team that freshman year, full of a bunch of really good guys and really good players. And, I was a shooting guard. Our point guard was Mr. Basketball in the state of Texas. So we had a pretty good squad there.
You didn't mind shooting the ball, huh?
Not at all. No, did a little bit of both, distributed as well. But yeah, I always loved basketball.
So does that make you a Jordan guy if you were a Space Jam? I mean, are you Michael Jordan all the way?
Yeah. Being a 90s baby, I guess, definitely a Jordan guy.
But you grew up in the DFW area. So when you were a young guy and in that formative age or of that formative age, I'm guessing you had to be a Dirk Nowitzki, huge Dirk Nowitzki fan, right?
Dirk, Stevie Nash,
Yeah.
both of those guys, around the Dallas area, of course, are legends. So some great players there.
It's bananas how they had those two and then Michael Finley together at one point. Okay, reading up on you, when you were a 4-year-old, you ran into a football game and tackled an 8-year-old. Is this true? What's the legend behind this? Can you fill us in?
Yeah, it was a practice actually, and
Okay.
my older brother's practice, and I wasn't old enough to play, I guess, of course, but I would always suit up, go out to practice, acting like I'm about to play, and I was just standing off to the side because my dad was a coach. I was standing right by him, and all of a sudden a guy breaks through the line. And for whatever reason, I just decided to go and tackle him because no one else was. So I figured I might as well do it, myself. And of course, my dad had to discipline me, but he's kind of had a grin on his face too, like kind of that's my boy there. So
Absolutely.
yeah, love the game, from a very young age.
That's really cool. You just brought something up that I think is really important. Having big brothers. I mean, is that or was that the first thing that kind of made you a better athlete and made you, well, who you ultimately became?
Yeah, absolutely. I always played pickup games with my brother and his friends, whether it was basketball, football, baseball, it didn't matter. And so just having that older competition around, those guys a little bit more mature. And then, of course, to toughen you up a little bit, getting that brotherly love at times. My brother was always holding me accountable, never let me have a big head. And, but at the same time, he knew the talent I had, and he was just going to do whatever he could to keep me on the right path.
I love it. Just off to my left, outside in my backyard, my 8-year-old son and my 6-year-old son are playing, and I can hear they're about to fight probably. So I'm not going to stop this interview though if a fight happens. They need to just sort that out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, trait that you most like being complimented on, not a football trait, but just something about you that when somebody says, you're good at this or you're great at, what do you like hearing most that you're getting complimented on?
I mean, just I guess you said non-football, but being a good teammate, being someone another guy can come up to if they have a question or something they just want to talk about. Being there for that, not being a selfish guy, just always thinking about himself, but trying to do whatever he can to create that atmosphere of a team atmosphere. Guys wanting to go out there and not just play for themselves, but play for each other. And, their families, getting to know their families. I mean, I think that's huge, especially in this league. If you can get each other on that same page, I think it just helps you reach that ultimate goal in a better position, puts you in a better position to be there.
All right. You talk about teammates. Which Texans teammate pumps you up the most?
Pumps me up the most? Oh, man. Mark's got a lot of energy. Mark Ingram, Phillips got a lot of energy. I mean, those two guys, I would say them. They get after it. They love going out there and playing every single day. Mark, year 11, just still has full love and passion for the game.
Okay, which 3 teammates, if you've got to drive from here to like Los Angeles or here to New York City, and you got to go in a car, which 3 are you going with?
Oh man, That's a good question. Rivers, he's my guy. I've played with him quite a few years. And I'll say all the RBs. We all can conversate, talk. We all have our experiences being running backs, and it's a good group, good relationship group, and I'll roll with the position there.
What was your favorite part of living in Nebraska? You were there as a college student, but what did you like most about the state of Nebraska, the city, all that?
Yeah, the people were great. Very passionate fans, of course. Always supporting us, and just the atmosphere on game day was unbelievable. You walk out there and it's like the professional team in their state. There's no other NFL, NBA team there. It's Nebraska Cornhuskers, Nebraska football, and it's just a truly special atmosphere.
Let's rank the Rexes. All right, top 5. Rex Burkhead, Rex Ryan, Rex Grossman, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and Rex from the movie series, the Toy Story movies. Where do they stack up? Where do you shake out in that?
Oh man, how we go on that there? My boy is a big fan of the Toy Story, so let's just go.
Who is it, man? I mean, is that how great is that? Like,
great movie. So
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, we'll go number 1 there. Who was the other one? Grossman, Ryan,
Tyrannosaurus Rex, and you.
Yeah, my dad actually knows Rex Ryan. When he was at Eastern Kentucky, my dad played there, so there's some family history there, I guess. So we'll put him in there.
Nice.
Always when I was a kid, root for Grossman because we had the same name. So
sure.
I mean, you got to take that. And then who's the other ones?
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. I mean, the dinosaur is pretty awesome, I guess. So.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna be a humble guy. You'll rank yourself 5th.
I'll put myself last. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. So, who makes you laugh the most on your team?
Oh man, makes me laugh the most. Phil's pretty funny.
Yeah, how come?
Yeah, he just says some outrageous things at times, and all the RBs we always crack up about it. Him and Mark, they like to battle one another, so they keep us entertained for sure.
Not bad. All right, how long have you had the beard, and how much longer do you think you'll have the beard?
I've had it for a while. At least the past few years here. It's probably the longest it's been in a while, since the winter last year. So, but I plan on keeping it here for a good amount, as long as I can, as long as my wife lets me, I guess.
Well, if it's that long and you've just gone through training camp in Houston, Texas, I mean, you can probably go a lot longer and you'll be just fine, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Rex, we really appreciate the time. Thank you so much, and can't wait to talk with you again very soon.
I appreciate it, Drew. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to know when we post new content.